2020. The moon has been explored and colonized, and the next space goal is about to be reached. The first landing by man on the planet Venus. Scientists profoundly hope that life, similar to that on Earth, may be found on this planet where so many physical conditions are like our own. 3 rocket ships of an international space expedition, the Sirius, Vega, and Capella, after having successfully traveled 200 million miles, are in the final stages of their journey, rapidly approaching their destination.
What is it? What's happened?
Capella, sir. I'm afraid she's been hit by a meteorite.
Damaged?
Completely destroyed, sir.
Contact the Sirius at once.
Yes, sir.
And almost to their goal. It seems so unfair.
There's no fair or unfair. To a meteorite, you get hit, you die.
Seems so unreal. I just spoken to them. We joked. It's Lunar 7, Commander.
Patch it in.
Attention, crews of Sirius and Vega. We were deeply shocked to learn of the loss of the Capella. Flight Plan A, however, must still be followed. Therefore, we request both ships to go into orbit and remain there until the arrival of spaceship Asta, due to blast off here immediately. Meanwhile, secure and relay instrument information about conditions on Venus. That is all.
That's swell. Orbit and wait. For how long? Months?
Why complain?
Ah.
It's Hartman. He's the one who built this baby. And now when he says we should go fly all around Venus, that's precisely what'll happen. Better plan on it.
There's more I can do than orbit and wait.
What do you mean?
Look, the plan before was to land just one ship.
That's true, with the cybernetic machine.
You keep him. Better I pilot it.
But Andre, the machine will study the land.
This I know. But I'm more observant, more apt to see what's going on. You don't want to send this monster. Venus must be seen by more than a robot.
All right. Just suppose we go along with you, Andre. What about Hartman's plan?
Hartman would agree with me.
But we can't take that chance.
Then what do?
We contact Kern, and we ask him to have the robot compute a landing plan for the auxiliary spacecraft.
Soon he'll be our boss.
Awaken, John. Awaken. Flow, John. Monitor, John.
I hear you.
Preview us. Be extra precise. There are changes you must make in our present landing pattern program. Plan now is Sirius and Vega. You, me, and Sherman on the same spaceship. Then Commander Lockhart, Walters, and Furneaux in the second ship. First ship Sirius, second ship Vega. Problem, land on Venus and return.
Land 3 and 3. Sirius returns 5, leaving 1.
What man remains?
Since 1 of 6 must remain, that 1 shall be me.
Lunar Station 7. Lunar Station 7. This is Command Ship Vega calling. Command Ship Vega.
Come in, Vega. We read you. Professor Hartman, message from the Vega.
Alan Kearns Automaton has computed a new flight plan. We request approval for landing of Kearns, Sherman, and robot in the auxiliary spacecraft. They will seek a safe area on Venus to land Command Ship Sirius with Lockhart, Walters, and Fourneau. I will keep the Vega in orbit in order to assure the safe return of the Sirius with all men. We feel it unnecessary to have to wait for the arrival of the Astor.
This is Professor Hartman speaking. Your plan is quite logical. But I'm concerned about the possible psychological danger to you in remaining too long alone on the Vega. Get me Evan's psychological test record, will you?
Well, I had expected to land with the others, but in view of the emergency situation, I feel this is a better plan. Professor Hartman, I'm positive I can handle it.
So am I, Doc.
Who's that?
Sherman, Professor. Didn't anyone ever tell you ladies are tougher than men?
You're quite right, Sherman. Perhaps I did forget. Permission granted.
Thank you, Professor Hartman. I will contact you again with a progress report at 0400 hours.
Commander Lockhart, Vega calling.
Yes?
We've received permission to land to be followed by the Sirius.
Well, now. And just how do you suggest we manage that?
Marshall will stay and keep Vega in orbit.
It's a job. But it sounds like it's all set.
Kern's robot calculated the details.
If you're sure, let's get moving on it. Andre?
I'm ready, Skipper.
I'm with you also.
Sherman, make room for a spaceship. I'll join you there. Maybe. With luck.
See you on Venus.
Pressure reading on planet's surface, 2 and 3.
No sign of opening.
Cloud formations, 30% ash content.
I see something. Spot of red glowing with great brilliance, right through the spectrum.
Spot of red could be Hades.
We are now gathering all possible data in preparation for landing. However, no observation from orbit can let us know the answer to the most important question we've come to ask of Venus. Does life in any form exist on this planet? And if so, what kind?
I personally doubt if any does, my dear Marcia. A planet of fire below us. Is it a new world, or will it consume us all?
Suppose that bright red spot could be a city or something?
Attention, Sirius. Attention, Sirius. Sherman, Kern, and Automaton John, ready to embark at 0100 hours.
I envy you, Sherman, and you, Alan Kern, to be the first humans to set foot on Venus. We wish you all success.
I envy you both. Good luck.
Bon voyage.
He's about to enter the cloud layer.
She's moving well. At any moment now.
Black clouds. Lightning. I don't like the looks of this. I'm turning control over to Robot John.
Ahead, steep mountain. I am going up.
Wow, close call.
We're watching on the location finder.
The area is strange. This is truly a prehistoric planet.
Prehistoric planet is right. Hey, there's a hard level spot.
Right. Attention, Sirius. Your landing location is square 73.
We're now dropping our beacon. Landing 300 meters southwest of square 73. Oh, there's water beneath us. We're drifting.
Commander Lockhart? Commander Lockhart, what happened?
Marcia, don't be too worried. The signal was only broken by the horizon. I'm sure they've landed. In an hour when we pass in orbit, we'll contact them again.
Yes, sir. Is there anything further you'd like me to do?
Not for now. We might as well all get some rest.
Sherman. Kern. Answer. Kern. Sherman. Kern. Are you there? It's hopeless.
We've no choice. Let's break orbit. We'll prepare the ship. You better bring her about and plan a course to find her. Marcia. Marcia, are you listening?
Yes, Commander.
It's likely they're in trouble and need help. The responsibility is ours.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. If something should happen, don't you be afraid.
I won't. I promise. Shall I sign off now?
You can help us most. If you will be brave and keep faith.
I will.
Hello, Sirius. This is Professor Hartman speaking. Hello, Sirius. This is Professor Hartman speaking. We wish you to feel free to discontinue the expedition at your own discretion. Don't take unnecessary risks. Your lives are too valuable. All the nations of the Earth are eagerly awaiting the result of your exploration. We wish you all success.
Switch. Lunar 7. My men, the ship, are just about to break through and drop. The plan is to land approximately the plot area 73. This should put us in position to contact Sherman and Kern or to give them help if needed. My people are proud and privileged to be chosen members of this expedition, the first on Venus's surface. Our special thanks to all people of Earth.
Well, my boy, all we can do now is wait.
What do you think they'll find, Doctor?
Your guess is as good as mine. Let's just hope that they arrive there safely.
Landed. Voila.
Don't begin celebrating yet.
Whoop. Oh.
Is our level okay?
Yep, there it is. On the button. Boy, it sure feels strange to have weight.
Yes, it does seem strange. That's sure. But it's nice and solid.
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I'd like to see Venus.
Open number 3 and hit the beam. Paper, try the port viewer.
Telescreen gets it okay. We'll pan port. Formations of weird rock. Something's there.
I'll switch on the outside sound pickup. What is it? A human being?
Hold it. It's finished. Transfer it to playback. Meanwhile, you might check upon the atmosphere, Hans.
It better be good.
Then you better get your spacesuit. We'll move out. Andre, I want you to attempt a contact with Sherman by radio. If you raise them, tell them to report their position. Then get yourself into a spacesuit. We're going to walk about.
I'm right behind you.
That'll be handy if I slip. Get popping now.
It's 4.7 on oxygen.
That's pretty close.
Ah, we were lucky. Good, solid rock. I'll check out there.
Keep on the rope. Don't get out of visual contact.
I just received a message.
What did they say?
Marcia has radar movement.
German?
She can't be sure, but it looks like two objects. One metallic and moving in the area we expected to search. Probably Kern and Sherman.
Come on, Andre.
As soon as she knows for sure, she'll contact us.
Andre!
Come on. Got Andre. What is it? Careful. What's grab that tentacle there. Quick. Slam it down. Got his leg here. Free his leg. Hurry. Stand up. Pull him out. Pull him free. Hurry. Pull him free. Here. Lean over this camera. Hard, open.
I can walk.
Nothing's broken.
Let me get a shot of that penny.
Careful, Andre. You want to fight that thing again.
Can you imagine that? He's bashful.
Why don't we take one of those things home to the zoo?
You've got to be more careful, Andre. If we hadn't heard you call me.
I didn't call. You called out to us. We heard you. But I didn't call you. It sounded like Lockhart.
Let's be getting back. Call Marsh again, Andre.
Made contact with crew of Sirius again at 0825. They reported a perfect landing on square 73 as planned.
Marcia, this is Commander Lockhart.
Yes, Commander.
I'm afraid you haven't given us enough information about the location of the spacecraft. I need to know their precise position.
I'm sorry. I was so happy you'd made a safe landing, I forgot to tell you. They are in square 107, about a mile from the red spot. The direct distance from you is 32 miles across the bay.
We'll have to go by air. Is the car ready?
More than ready. Will the car make it there?
It does, or we walk.
I'd sure like a 4-lane freeway.
Bet that you'd get a flat.
Commander?
Yes?
What's happened to the robot?
Marcia. Marcia? Have you been apprised at all about the robot?
Well, apparently they're having some difficulty with him. He was loaded aboard the ship, partially disassembled. I'm afraid they haven't been able to reassemble him yet.
Keep coming. More, John. That's it.
Cover me, Kurt. Look out. Here comes another one. Go behind Look out.
Just a few more connections. There. Course 110. Secure yourself to that boulder, John. Proceed. Proceed. Better equipped to fight this place than we are.
I'm wondering if we should be here at all.
Why don't you catch a bus and go home?
Don't think I wouldn't if I could find one.
There he is. He's up. Pull it tight. He can hold it.
You better go first, and I'll come along after you.
Stop the car about here.
See what I see? Snoozing?
Let's hope he doesn't wake up. He may want us for lunch.
I'll try for a blood sample if I don't goof.
Take the blood out of his tail. Stay out of his vision.
Right.
Make it quick now.
He never even knew I was there. I told you he was snoozing.
What did Marcia say?
They're all moving toward our present position now, very slowly.
Let's rest.
We've very little oxygen left us.
Hope they're on the way. Looking for us.
Through this heat, they may not be able to make it through to us.
You better hope they'll get through it and spot us. I'm beginning to feel like my head's swimming.
Of course. It's your torn suit. Infection is getting through.
Maybe we ought to take some quinsulin.
No. We'd have to rest after. Must keep moving.
The shoreline's the best.
If we do, my friend, we'll never make it to them.
That chance there is of finding them. That voice again. Hold up.
Almost sounds like a girl.
A girl? Perhaps. Or a monster.
It's a human sound.
Well, there are sure no humans here.
Well, we're humans,
Well, no one else has made it. You better believe it.
but it sounds so human.
Subhuman, you mean, like that 40-armed plant that just grabbed you.
I still say it's a girl.
A girl. With blue scales.
Could be. He's onto something. It's possible that before us, other men got here, especially in this age. You ought to know that, Hans. To a man of science, anything is possible until proven otherwise. It wouldn't be surprising if maybe Andre'd find something. Furthermore, this whole galaxy we're in could have been explored and inhabited.
Well, I can't imagine any people in their right mind exploring planet Venus.
Come on, Hans. We're here, and we're in our right minds, aren't we?
Let's go.
Don't stop. We have to go on. Come on up. That's it. they can't stay here, we'll be washed away. John!
Bring him this way. There is no water.
Come on. Just a little bit further. There's a cave right over there. Come on. That's it. Just a few steps further. There. I don't think I can go on much further. John, stay with us. Make sure they find us. They should know. Must continue to work the laws of mathematics. There's always a precise probability. Mathematics might prove. Mathematics might... Marcia. Hear us, Marcia. You must help us. It's closing in.
I await your order. I await your order.
Help them find us, John.
Kern Sherman. Come in, please. Come in, please. Kern Sherman, answer, please. Hans Walters, do you hear me?
I sure do. What seems to be the matter?
What makes you think there's something wrong?
I can always tell by the tone of your voice.
Oh. Well, I can't seem to contact Kern and Sherman any longer. I don't know what's happened to them.
We're on our way to them now, so just keep trying.
Will do.
Lord save them.
What?
No response from Kern or Sherman.
Well, we should soon be there.
Keep trying. Maybe we can bring them in on the helmet mic. Kern has an auxiliary.
I am.
I'm getting... A woman. Must be Marcia.
Static's really awful. Hear it?
From what I can determine, Kern's robot has been slightly damaged. His frequency is please try point to point.
Move it up. Point to point on the dial. We'll find them.
I'll try it. Hello. John, hello. John, listen. This is the command ship. Are you there? No response. Come in.
Up one more point.
Come in.
Better go to solar battery. Much bigger reach.
I'm on it now. Hello. 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 You must hear me, John. Please open your mic and answer me. You must obey me, John.
No response. Try another point.
1, 2, 5. You have to readjust your frequency for transmitting. If you hear me.
I hear you. I have adjusted.
Can you report your position and plot number? Over.
Square 40 in shelter.
Tell me what's outside.
Water from above falling on large rock.
That's square 40.
Not far. Ask them about the men.
Hello. We would like to know about Kern and also about Sherman.
They do not speak. They do not move.
How much time before we get there?
Who knows?
Commander, maybe the robot can help.
Try. Keep an eye on the compass. Grab onto them. Hello. You will listen, John. First, you will obey me and do precisely what I say. You will listen. Listen, John. Obey my every command. Remove container 2 from Kern's first aid kit. Repeat, container 2.
Remove one tablet. One tablet. Then open his helmet. I have one tablet.
Place the tablet in his mouth. You must do this quickly. Revive him with water. Pour it over his face. Quickly. Then close his helmet.
At 0915 hours, I transmitted all latest data from Venus to Lunar Station 7. At 0130 hours, I passed in orbit over the air car. It was at that time about to embark on the Venusian Ocean.
At least we know they're alive.
Let's hope they stay that way.
Commander, look there. I'm ready with the Astrophan.
Some kind of flying reptile. He may not see us.
He is. He's turning around.
Maybe not.
We're in for it now. He knows we're here.
Look. Take it down.
Here he comes.
Don't miss him. Marcia. We're being attacked by a flying animal. Air car damage. Transmit to Lunar 7.
Commander Lockhart, what happened? What shall I transmit?
Here he comes again.
Open hull. We'll submerge.
Lunar Station 7. This is Marcia Evans calling from Command Ship Vega. Marcia Evans calling from Command Ship Vega.
Yes, Marcia, we read you.
I need emergency instruction immediately.
Professor Hartman speaking. What is it, Evans?
I have now lost contact with both parties on Venus. At last contact, Lockhart, Furneaux, and Walters were being attacked in the air car over water by an unknown flying animal. They apparently have submerged. I'm afraid they may need my help. Shall I land?
Listen carefully, Evans.
It would be extremely...
Lunar Station 7. Lunar Station 7, I can't hear you. Come in, please.
Hello, Vega.
I need your instructions.
Come in, Vega. What is it? Why can't we get through to her?
Just a moment, Doctor. I'm checking the power.
Command Ship Vega. Calling Command Ship Vega. Attention, Marcia Evans. Under no circumstances are you to leave orbit now. This is extremely important.
I'm sorry, Doctor. We just can't get through to her. I'm afraid there's a short in the power circuit.
Place it and fix it. We simply can't allow her to leave orbit now.
Dr. Hartman, come in, please. I just don't know what to do. The air car isn't fit for submerging. If their suits aren't damaged, they could get out. is maybe they're hurt. And if they are, they need my help. I can only land on the next orbit. I'll have to wait an hour yet before switching on the propellants. A whole hour. But I feel I must go to them. I must.
Let's put it down for a minute. Take a rest.
It's not far to the beach, if our calculations are correct. I hope this will run again.
Don't worry, it will. Look, the cliffs are all in even rows, like streets. I'll look around. Just 5 minutes. Might find something interesting. Look, that's a shark's tail.
Yes, but with the head of a dolphin. Andre, don't go too far.
It's all right. You just take it easy. Take it easy.
Glenn, he can't talk.
Charlie, why don't we let Billy have a few minutes with his dad alone? Kind of unusual.
Yeah. You think that little boy ever gets talking back then?
I don't know, Charlie. It's hard to say.
Reckon it was them rawhiders then.
Charlie, you know better than that. If it was a rawhider, they'd have taken everything.
I sure wouldn't have missed this.
That's for sure.
Think what would happened to the little boy if he hadn't been out getting firewood, too.
Yeah. Somebody must have really hated his father, or they're after something.
It's too bad that he can't write.
It sure is.
Clint?
You look after this for him and get on back to the train. I'll get the boy. All right, Billy, take it easy. You got nothing to be afraid of, do you understand that? And I want you to remember, I'm your friend. All right?
See anything?
Like what? All wagons look alike to me. If this turns out to be one of your drunken yarns, I'll hang you by your ears.
Oh, honest, Frank, honest. I told it to you just like I heard the young lieutenant say it, honest.
And where's the wagon? That's the fourth one we've hit in 2 weeks and nothing. 00, Slater.
Well, we could have Look, there can be other trails from Tuscaloosa to the Humboldt crossing. I mean, we could have...
He's right, Frank. There's no guarantee it joined that train down there.
What? Well, sure, it could be behind them.
Driving along nice and lonely.
Yeah, just waiting for Mr. Frank Morgan to come along, huh?
Yeah. Well, let's not keep it wait.
No, because that wouldn't be gentlemanly, huh?
Who said I was a gentleman, huh?
Billy, you said there were 3 of these men. Do you remember anything else? I mean, did you see their faces? Do you think you could recognize them if you saw them again? Billy, did your father have to leave home? I mean, was he running away from something or anybody? I'm sorry, I hate to keep asking you questions like this, but when I see the sheriff, I've got to know everything I can. What do you say you have some of Charlie's stew, huh? He says it'll cure anything in the world. Should we make him prove it? Well, change your mind, Billy. I'll have him keep it warm. All right?
Ain't he going to eat?
No.
Well, he ain't had nothing all day. Did you tell him my stew could help him a little?
You better keep it warm, Charlie.
Yes, sir.
What'd you find out?
Not very much. There were 3 outlaws, but one did all the talking. He doesn't think his father was in trouble, and he doesn't know what they were after.
That doesn't tell us anything.
It doesn't.
Well, what about the boy?
Well, I think he ought to come with us. He's beginning to feel that we're his friends, and I think that's very important.
I think you're right. I think he should ride on the wagon with me, too. On account I've had a lot of experience raising boys.
What experience?
Well, I raised myself, didn't I?
You know, that's a good idea, Charlie. Yeah, that's a good idea. Now, I'm going to go talk to the people. The main thing is that we shouldn't ask any questions. We should just sort of let him kind of get over it if we can.
You're right, you're right.
Raised yourself, huh?
Well, I did, didn't I? Proud of it, too. Oh, sir, Billy, you've never seen so many Indians in your life. There was Indians to the right of us, to the left. There was all around us. Old Hawk sent me out there, and finally I just raised up a gun. Bang! Well, it was there anyway.
You see what I see?
Yeah, but I don't believe it.
Maybe he's lost.
Ah, how do you do, gentlemen? Splendid day, isn't it? Bit warm, perhaps?
Yeah, perhaps.
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. I am Daniel Denker, DM.
The DM stand for?
A doctor of musicology. I'm president, vice president, and sole worker of my company, which designs and manufactures musical instruments.
I see. Where are you from?
By birth and inclination, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but the necessity of business has recently made me a traveler.
Pretty rugged country to be traveling alone in.
Oh, well, I have a very valuable cargo of instruments here, which I've contracted to deliver to San Francisco, and I'm waiting here for Mr. Hale's wagon train.
You're waiting for us?
Oh! One of you two gentlemen is Mr. McCullough?
That's right, that's me. This is Bill Hawks.
You do?
How are you? Where did you see Hale?
In Logan.
How did you get here before we did?
Well, I was stranded in Logan, wondering how one navigates the formidable desert and mountains, and I overheard Mr. Hale trying to buy beef for his train.
That doesn't explain how you got here ahead of us.
Oh, well, I explained to Mr. Hale how anxious I was to reach San Francisco as soon as possible, and he told me about the shortcut across the mountains.
It's no wonder that your wagon's such a wreck.
It's a wonder you got here at all.
Yes, Mr. Hale warned me that might be the case, but here I am, and here you are. Fate. Am I welcome?
Yeah, I guess you're welcome, all right. But you'll have to change this cargo, move it to another wagon.
Oh, no. Please, sir. I mean, couldn't you fix it? I'll pay for everything.
No, I think that'd take us too long.
It took me almost 2 weeks to pack these instruments perfectly. I'm afraid, well, they're very delicate. To try and repack them would take days.
Well, I guess we can find you another wheel. At least we'll look for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, Mr. Hale told me that I could meet no finer or friendlier group of people. He did not exaggerate, Mr. McCullough.
Well, you don't want to believe everything you hear. Not out here. We'll see you later.
Stay on the line, Doctor. Folks, this is Dr. Daniel Denker. These are some of the people you'll be traveling with, Doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely honored to meet you. Oh, I know I look a bit strange to you, but after a few days when we have traveled together, perhaps you will consider me a friend. And among friends, of course, there can be no strangeness. Well. One pretty girl is good. 2 pretty girls, that's unbelievable. Now, if I tell you my name, will you tell me yours?
You're Dr. Denker, and I won't take any medicine.
Oh, but you won't have to. You see, I'm a doctor of music.
Music gets sick?
Only when I play it. Well, how do you do? And just in time for some candy.
Candy? What kind?
What kind? Let me see. Do that. What kind is it?
Peppermint.
That's right. Would you like some?
Thank you. Gee, how about me, sir? Thank you.
You, of course. You, and for you, and even for you. Now, watch. Closely. Nothing. And nothing. Right? But. Flugel, woogel, wargily, woo. And out comes... Madam, would you mind holding out your apron?
You're funny. Mommy says my daddy used to be funny once. He used to make us laugh.
Shut your mouth, Laurie.
Well, now, daddies can't be funny all the time, you know. They have to worry about their pretty little girls. Well, what have we here?
That's Billy.
Well, come on, hurry up. The candy will all be gone. What's the matter? Don't you like candy?
He was scared, Doctor. He won't talk.
No, wait. Billy, it doesn't matter. Many of us don't care for candy. And, Billy, there are many ways of speaking. There is, for instance, the language of music. It's quite beautiful. And quite simple, too. It's as easy as talking. Look, it's first in here. You want it to come out, to say something for you. So, take a deep breath, and out it comes, like this. You try. Come on. What could do a thing like this?
We're not sure, Doctor. We think that he saw his father die.
Die? Saw his father murdered, you mean?
afraid of me, boy. Listen to them laughing and dancing out there like there ain't no suffering in the world. We know it different, don't we, boy? You want to talk again, don't you? Well, then you listen to me. You get vengeance in your heart for the men who killed your pa. See this eye? My leg. Wood, that's what it is. Wood. Cut those in the battle of Shiloh. There's one man who did it to me. A man who wasn't even there. He made a new gun. Breech loader, and he gave it to the North. We didn't know nothing about him, and we charged those Yankees. Oh, they started shooting so fast. So fast they cut us down like dry wheat. That was murder, boy. Because that man should have sold those guns to both sides or no sides at all. But when he sold them only to the North, he knew what would happen. He knew. I hate that man. That's why I didn't die. You don't have to know your pa's killer any more than I did. Just know in your heart what you would do if you did know him. That would push the fear out of your thoughts. Cry out for vengeance, boy.
Beaufort, I want you to keep away from this boy.
Why? Why, I'm giving him reason to talk. You got reason to talk now, ain't you, boy?
Fear and vengeance aren't good reasons for anything, Billy. They fill a man so full of hate he can't laugh anymore. Is that what you want? You think that's what your father wants? I want you to keep away from him, Beaufort. As long as we're on the train, you stay away from him. I won't tell you again. You remember what I said, Billy?
Charlie, how long are you going to wear that derby?
Well, for the rest of my life, if it's any concern of yours. It makes me look distinguished, don't it, Billy? See there?
That's what I've noticed.
Oh, good day, Mr. McCullough.
Good day, Mr. McCullough.
Howdy. Pretty crowded up there, isn't it?
Well, there's always room for Billy if he changes his mind.
I wish you would.
Keep trying.
Play some more, Uncle Daniel, please.
any good, but I'll say it again. If you want to trust that Denker fella, you go right ahead. But I say he ain't no music man.
Ed, you got no reason to distrust Dr. Denker. Why, he's making this trip a good time. Did you see him teaching the kids to play their music things?
I don't trust nobody who don't do nothing but laugh and play all day long.
Maybe that's because you forgot how to do those things, Ed.
I ain't got a reason to laugh, Emma. Now, you listen to me. He's been here 4 days now, and every day wearing different clothes. Why, them mules, the finest mules I've ever seen. They cost a lot of money, George. Musicians don't make a lot of money. Why, every fiddler in my town was always looking to borrow.
Dr. Denker ain't like a fiddler, Ed.
All right, all right. But ever since he got here, my leg's been pounding something awful. And my leg ain't never been wrong yet.
He ain't forgot what Laura said to Dr. Denker that first day. That's the rankle in him.
Yeah, California's a long way from his hate, Emma.
Ed's hate is only as far away as himself.
Good evening.
Good evening, Flint.
Excuse me, but I was wondering if you people have seen Billy.
I haven't. Maybe he's watching the other children play.
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, now, Laurie told me she saw him today when Dr. Denker was teaching her to play the harmonica.
Well, that's good news. I didn't know that.
If anybody can make that boy social again, it's Dr. Denker.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, thanks. Night. Night.
Good evening, Master Latham. No, Billy, please, wait. I must ask you a favor. You see, I have a very difficult decision to make. And since you've been watching our little orchestra practice every day, I thought you would be the best person to help me. You see, I have to decide whether Joey should play the harmonica or the cymbal. Well, he doesn't play either one too well, but he is a little better on the cymbal. Well, harmonica is a difficult instrument. Not just anybody can play it. Anyway, what should I do about Joey? Let him play the harmonica or the cymbal? Harmonica or cymbal? I had a feeling you would say that. It hurts your ears when he plays the harmonica. Well, I don't want to take up your time. I know you like to be alone, but if I could get somebody to play the harmonica, to learn to play it, then I would feel a little easier in my mind about Joey playing the cymbal. Well, now, who could... Perhaps it's too much to ask. I'll ask anyway. Billy, could you learn to play the harmonica? Here. You can have this one if you like. I know it's difficult. I quite understand. Well, I mustn't take any more of your time. You have been very kind and very helpful. Thank you. Good night.
do any good?
I don't know, Mr. McCullough. I don't know.
I understand what you're trying to do for that boy, and well, I want you to know that it's appreciated.
Not only for the boy, Mr. McCullough. For myself, too. To love children is to love living. I've seen too much of death already. Philharmonic Orchestra is assembled, I see.
Yeah, but I want to play all by myself this time.
What, a soloist already, hmm? Well, we shall see. At the moment, we'll all play together, please. Ladies and gentlemen, be seated. We shall now play Beethoven's 10th Symphony. Ready? Join us, Mr. Wooster. Not everybody can do that. Good. Why didn't you join us, Mr. Wooster?
Oh, thank you, Doctor, but that'd look kind of silly, wouldn't it?
Oh, the Bible says, be ye as little children, doesn't it?
My gosh, it does, don't it? You won't believe this, Doctor, but I play a real good triangle, you know.
Oh, I believe it, Mr. Wooster.
One time my folks talked about me taking up triangle playing for a living. You know.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yes, sir.
Now then.
Triangle. Well, I'll be. Thank you, Doctor. You'll never regret this. Sorry. Yeah. Excuse me, son.
Can you really play that good?
Well, I was the best triangle player in my hometown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to practice, not to talk.
Yes, sir.
Now then, a symphonic orchestra depends on precision. Mr. Wooster.
Yes, sir.
You will wait for my cue.
Oh, yes.
Ready? And.
Looks to me like when a Doc's musician that needs a shave.
You know, Flint, Chris would give a month's pay to see this.
Hey, look.
Dr. Denker, Billy.
Play, don't talk.
Yes, good evening, Master Latham. What can I do for you? Yes, my boy.
Come on, boy, do it.
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Monica.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Well, where's Billy?
Where he's been for the last 2 days. Ever since he started talking again, he don't see fit to ride with me no more. And that's the way I like it, too.
Sounds great.
Oh, he'll be a real virtuoso.
How you feeling, Billy?
No. Only horses nod.
I'm fine.
Still a little tight, but we're getting better. Huh, Billy?
Better all the time.
No. Scales.
Charlie, don't you think you practiced that thing long enough?
Too long, if you ask me.
Well, nobody asked you. The doctor says you can't practice enough. Practice makes perfect, and that's what I'm going to be.
Why, you can't cook with a triangle.
Yeah, and maybe I'm not going to cook too long for you two ingrates. How do you like that?
Charlie, you wouldn't do a thing like that to us, would you?
You think you're smart, don't you? Well, the doctor tells me that I have hidden talent. I knew it all the time myself, too.
That's right. Your talent is so deeply hidden, you can't even find it.
Well, he don't think that way. He told me before we get to San Francisco I'll be playing something else, too.
Like what?
I don't know, but I was thinking about a piano. And I don't mean one of them honky-tonk pianos you play in a saloon either. I mean something like Beethoven's Second Symphony.
Well, we ought to be thankful that the doc doesn't have any pianos with him.
Who says he ain't?
I said.
How do you know?
Well, I happened to see the inside of his wagon before we put that tarp on it.
And there was no piano?
Nope. Everything was all covered and tied down.
Well, then you don't know, do you?
I know that there was nothing big enough in there to be a piano.
It's all right, Charlie. You can always go play with your triangle.
Folks don't know everything. They could be all sizes of pianos. No. Rifles.
All right, you people, we've got a lot to find out, so I wish you'd be quiet and listen. Hawks, take care of Mr. Beaufort's rifle. Dr. Denker, you're authorized to carry 10 cases of rifles. Why hide it?
Because maybe he's carrying 20 cases of rifles in that wagon. He can't be trusted. Can anybody else do that but me?
Beaufort, will you keep your personal feelings out of this?
You search that wagon, I say.
Please, Mr. McCullough. There are only 10 cases, believe me. You ask for a reason why I'm hiding the rifles?
That's right.
Mr. Beaufort. And people like him, that's a reason. I never wanted to be a maker of rifles. I just wanted to be a musician. Make people laugh, make them sing. I want to make them die. But the Denkers were never musicians, makers of machines, of guns, yes. Instead of a toy, a Denker child gets a tool. And all of a sudden, he's no longer a child.
So you crossed the country in a wagon loaded with rifles.
That rifle helps protect you and your family. It helps keep off intruders, outlaws. It helps bring these trains across the plains. It gets you food. I am proud of that gun. I'm only desperately sorry it had to be used for war. I hate war. I don't want people to die. I want them to live. I never wanted to be Denker of the Eastern Rifle Company. Just Denker, Doctor of Music. That's why I sold the company.
Then you're no longer in control of it?
Yes, when my father died 2 months ago, it became my decision.
Well, when you feel as strongly as you feel, then why are you carrying the rifles?
I'm sorry. I'm not at liberty to disclose that.
He's hiding something. Can anybody but me see that he's hiding something?
All right, Beaufort. I'm sorry, Doctor. We'll have to check the wagon.
Very well. There is something else in the wagon.
I told you. I knew he couldn't be trusted.
Beaufort, will you keep your mouth shut?
Please, you must understand.
Sure, we understand. We understand you're a sneaking Yankee liar.
Please, everybody! I am carrying something new. Something which cannot be entrusted to anyone. Something which in the right hands can be a wonderful thing, but in the wrong hands, well, be just horrible. The firm was contracted for a shipment by the Army in San Francisco. There's nobody with enough technical knowledge to carry the stuff. We thought that the secret was well guarded, but I received word in Santa Fe that it had leaked out. See, Mr. McCullough, that was the reason why I was so desperate to join a wagon train.
Well, what is it you're carrying?
Dynamite.
Dynamite?
Dynamite! The most powerful explosive in the world!
Explosive? Bill, no.
It is quite harmless. The special caps and fuses which have to be attached by an expert before it can explode at all.
Have you any idea who found out what it was you were carrying?
No.
The men who killed my father were looking for something. They killed my father looking for your dynamite.
Billy. That's right, Billy. That's right, Billy. He killed your pa. He killed your pa.
Don't say such a thing. Do not say that to that boy, you vengeful man. You would put hate in that boy's heart.
For your dynamite!
Billy.
The sand covering it keeps the heat in a while. This one's still a mite warm at the bottom. I'd say it was burning just this noon.
Then the train can't be more than 10, 12 miles ahead of us.
15, maybe. No more than that.
Well, I hope we can cook up some coffee. I'm about dead.
You'll be dead, all right, if we don't find that wagon. Bet you see who it is. Come on.
Well, I'll be. What are you doing out here alone, boy?
I'm going to California.
You'll never get there going in this direction. Hey, Morgan. Where'd you come from, boy? Hey, you come from that wagon train?
Come on, boy.
Hey, a feisty little mite, ain't he, huh?
You did it. You killed my pa. What did you do it for? We didn't have nothing. Dr. Denker, he's the one with the guns and the dynamite.
Who's got it?
What did you do it for? We didn't have nothing.
Stop yelling.
Why did you kill him?
Your pa gets shot near Cray Springs. Well, your pa should have answered some questions like I want you to. You understand? Now, you'll be a good boy and we'll take you to California with us. And I'll give you more money than you can earn in your whole life. How's that, huh? Is this, Denker with the train now? How do you know he's got the dynamite?
He told us.
Well, this calls for a drink.
We're 15 miles from stuff that's going to make us the richest men in this country. We're going to be blasting open banks from here to California. And all you worry about is a swig of cheap whiskey. Come on, boy.
Emma, the boy's gone.
Gone? Why, I don't understand it.
You go get Mr. McCullough, quick. Lynn? Laurie, wake up.
Was it still dark when you woke up?
Uh-huh. But Billy was sleeping. I saw him.
You sure of that?
Took the horse, all right, Flint. We'll search for him. With a nose like mine, I'll smell him out in no time.
We'll backtrack and catch up with you later.
Fine. All right, you kids run back and see your mother, but if you think of anything else, you be sure and let me know, huh?
Please, Mr. McCullough. I would like to do something.
Ain't you satisfied with what you've done already?
Take your guns and dynamite and get out.
You'd better go, Dr. Denker.
I hope you people are finished because I've heard enough of this talk. You sound like a bunch of executioners.
He's the executioner. He's to blame for all this trouble.
Mr. Beaufort, if your crop fails, do you blame the man who made the plow?
Well,
And if you prick your finger when you're sewing, do you blame the needle maker? Any evil that exists in a gun exists because of the man who uses it, not the man who made it. I hope that's enough of this talk. We've got a boy to find.
I'm looking for Mr. McCullough.
That's me. What can I do for you?
I'm a trader, Mr. McCullough.
This is a wagon train, not a trading post.
That's funny. I was told it was.
I don't know who told you that, but it's wrong information.
It was a little boy.
Well, where is he? Is he all right?
Oh, he's fine. We're taking him to California, that is, unless we can trade. Then I'll do my best to send him back here.
You harm that boy, and I'll follow you and kill you, believe me.
None of that, McCullough, or our trading days are over.
No, wait. Stop this playing. It's my wagon you want.
You Denker?
Yeah, Denker. I have the guns, the dynamite. You bring the boy back, and I will give you the wagon.
You come too, Denker. You see, I know there are tricks to using that stuff.
Very well. I will go along. I'll teach you.
You know what you're saying, Denker? You said yourself what would happen if that stuff fell in the wrong hands. You let me have
the kid, McCullough, the kid. My friends will take him to California with him.
Stop wasting time. It is I you talk to of trading, not to Mr. McCullough.
You're right. There's a rock formation on a flat about a mile back. The boy comes back to the train when you get there.
Agreed.
You're a smart trader, Doc. Be a quick one.
Giving him the dynamite doesn't guarantee you get Billy back.
I said agreed.
You can't bargain with scum like this. Now listen to me.
Listen to what? There is no other way. I didn't make this situation. Ask them who's to blame for this danger. Is it their own bitterness? Their hatred? Is it the self-pity in their own hearts? No, it's Denker. So, it is Denker who has the dynamite, and it is Denker who decides. I have decided. You have a bargain, mister.
Maybe I can talk him into letting us hide in the wagon.
He doesn't want to see anybody, let alone talk to him.
Well, him and me's got something in common, you know. We're both musicians.
That's right, Charlie. Let's try it our own way, Bill. As soon as he's out of sight, we'll go out behind that rock formation. The main thing we have to do is just come in behind him before we hit him.
Right, let's go.
Take it.
Still can't see why I can't go along. Three's bound to be better than two.
Hello? I also do not like to waste time, sir.
He's alone.
Get up there and make sure we stay alone.
Told you I don't want to go back to the train.
You do like I say, kid.
My boy?
I can take care of myself all right. Why don't you just leave me alone?
So, you found your tongue again only to spit out hate. Seems I made a poor bargain.
Got it. Both of you. Badger, check the wagon.
But it's all there. I gave my word.
Sure, Doc. I believe you.
Three boxes, Frank. 3 boxes of the stuff. I told you, I'm a man of honor. Now the boy must leave. I promised him he'd be back at the train in an hour.
I'm not going back. I'm going to California with Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan?
I'm not stupid, kid. All you're waiting for is a chance to do me in. Not that I blame you, understand?
Well, that's not so, Mr. Morgan.
These men and I do not have time to waste with you. Now get out. Go on, get back to the other Denker haters. Come on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc.
We are not here to wait. You only delivered half the bargain.
3 boxes, that is the whole shipment.
It's no good to us until you show us how to use it. Both of you. On the wagon.
But the boy does not have to be here
On the wagon.
Billy, when I yell, you ride hard.
Hold it, Doc! No! Go back! Go back! The dynamite is going to explode!
Dynamite? Why, you did
No, you take cover! Berger, let's get out of here!
You 3 gentlemen should be very proud of yourselves. You know, trying to take advantage of a nice man like Dr. Denker. Huh. Well, you wanted to blow things up, and you did. So you ain't got no complaint coming. None whatsoever. Just try to get a bandaging job like this down in that jail at Tahoe's where you're going.
You sure he ain't hurt bad, Mr. McCullough?
No, not bad, but Lily won't be conducting this orchestra for a while.
Maybe I could make him up some broth.
That's a good idea if it's not too much trouble.
Ain't no trouble at all. Come along, Emma. Emma makes fine broth, Dr. Denker.
You know, I think I will teach Mr. Beaufort to play the concertina.
What about me?
We'll have a long time for that, you and I.